with yes. People do not buy goods and services. They buy relation, stories, and magic. On this note, I, Yashovardhan Singh,
And I, Utkarsh.
on behalf of EduTech, would like to welcome you all to this very knowledgeable webinar on how to manage your LinkedIn profile.
Utkarsh, I guess you're on mute.
Uh, Audible now?
Yes.
Yes, you're audible now. Yeah.
Okay, sure. Just a brief about our chapter. EduTech, founded in 2022, is a technical subchapter of Edu Minor Society of Bharati Vidyapeeth's College of Engineering, New Delhi. The main purpose of EduTech is to guide and educate students more in this vast world of technology. We aim to provide new and fascinating content such as workshops, quizzes, facts, study material, and a lot more. That too on a regular basis. We believe that the right guidance and the exposure provided at the right time can effortlessly pave anyone's way to a successful future.
So, without wasting much time, let's dive into our this evening. For starters, I'd like to give a brief explanation on what we'll be covering. Starting, what is LinkedIn and its importance? Then we'll be moving forward to how to start your journey on LinkedIn, how we can build more connections and network, and also how to be more active on LinkedIn. Also, in the end, we'll also look at how to develop industry specific skills through the LinkedIn.
In this webinar, we will be clearing out all your misconceptions and give a crystal clear view on how to use LinkedIn effectively to make easy connections and a good network and developing industry specific skills through LinkedIn and doing your personal branding. We would also be taking up your doubts at the end of the webinar, so make sure to drop the doubts in the chat box or raise hands. We will unmute you so that you can ask your doubts directly. I would also request the attendees to stay till the end as the attendance cum feedback link will be shared at the end of the session.
Now, we would also like to welcome our mentors, Dr. Jolly Parikh ma'am and Dr. Yognanda Malhotra ma'am, our mentors, who have been guiding us since the beginning. Only because of their effort and guidance, it became possible for us to have this session. Their presence means a lot to us.
So without wasting too much time, let's introduce today's enthusiastic and very skilled speaker, Miss Supriya Saxena, and a certified LinkedIn marketing strategist and social media marketer. She has a lot of experience as a content writer, content strategist, and are currently freelancing as social media marketer and content writer. We all welcome you, Supriya ma'am. Over to you, ma'am.
Hello. I hope you all are doing well. It's an honor participating in this session. And yes, I would love to discuss about personal branding. So let's go. Let's start. Over to you, Utkarsh or Yasho. Yeah, please go ahead.
Yes,
Hello.
yes, ma'am.
Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am, you're
Yes,
audible.
ma'am.
Okay, so coming to the part on why should you be on LinkedIn, especially for college students or maybe one in their first year or maybe last year or even in the middle of college. Right, LinkedIn is a very, I would rather say LinkedIn is a gold mine for everyone, be it in any professional stage, right? So like you're in college, you might be studying coding, maybe mechanic, maybe design, or you might be in another department like civil engineering. So what do you plan to do after that? LinkedIn will help you build your identity. So like see, no, as you go, like as you grow older, you always need to build a legacy, right? Not all of us will grow up to maybe say make a very big product like Microsoft, or maybe write a book, or maybe create a product which like sells for millions of dollars, right? It is all about creating your identity, getting future ready for jobs, and as you know, the job scenario is not very great right now, and maybe just preparing yourself for the better future. Like the technology is going to increase day by day. So what LinkedIn does is that it helps you first of all identify people who you would like to work with and who you would like to network with to grow your skills, and then obviously create great content on LinkedIn so that you can be recognized by recruiters, CEO, level people and other people who are doing maybe great in your field, maybe some people you look up to. So that ways LinkedIn can help you or not. First of all, with the basics, since you are all students, you can start by just connecting with people from your field, and then gradually move on to creating content, then networking, and that will set your path. Yeah. Yeah. Hello. Anyway,
Yes, ma'am.
yeah, please go ahead. Let me know what else would you like me to speak about, so I'll speak about that. Yeah. Please go ahead.
Ma'am, we would like to know more about how we can use
Sorry.
personal branding.
I
I'm
Yeah, yeah, please.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, we wanted
Utkarsh,
to
if possible, could you please? Utkarsh, sorry to cut you. If it's possible, would you please share the screen of the agenda so that it would be helpful for ma'am?
Hmm.
Yeah, sure. This is our toilet cylinder.
Okay. So yes, how to start your journey on LinkedIn. So what's the basic thing about starting on LinkedIn is all you need to have an email ID, go to LinkedIn, sign up for that platform, and then first complete your profile. See what happens with most college going kids and other people also who have just started their professional journey. What happens is that firstly they don't complete their profile and start sending it connection request to people. See, sending connection request is a great thing. We'll connect with people, but most of the people will first not look at your profile only if it's not complete. The first thing you'll need to do is first have a good clear picture of yours, put it there, maybe a smiling picture or just a normal picture. And then there's a thing called the LinkedIn banner. Even if you are a student, there are multiple opportunities. See, you can work in offices, you can work on good projects, you might be developing a product of your own, right? Share about that. Just your banner should clearly portray what you are there for on LinkedIn, right? Maybe like I have into personal branding, so I have given a tagline like that, like I build brands that shine and stand the test of time. What it portrays is that I will brand a person or a business that way that will continue to shine. People will know, okay, if that's a product, okay, it will cut down my time or maybe create more products for me, get more leads for me. So that what is your purpose exactly? That should come on your banner. Now the third thing is your headline on the LinkedIn. Okay, so for example, you are a student and you are looking for internships or anything else, or you are into coding or designing. So just write about that. So like I'm into designing or coding, and what else do you do? As you go down on your LinkedIn profile, you will find other things like what are the kind of activities you do, what is your experience. You might have done few things, like maybe you might have done few projects. Just write about that, and gradually as you grow in your career, you'll end up filling lots of other things, like you'll switch jobs. You can write about that. Then you'll have an about us section. So yeah, in the about us section is very important. You can write all are you up to. You can make it about your whole personality. So the whole idea of LinkedIn is to make your personality shine. You should not pretend to be someone else who you are not. So what actually happens on LinkedIn is that many people try to portray themselves as a different person. They try to portray a very serious image, which they are actually not. So let your personality shine on that. Write about us, like what are your dreams, your aspirations, what are you up to in college, and then gradually the other thing to do is follow people who you look up to, and that's for the starters. That's about starting your journey on LinkedIn. So as you gradually get on LinkedIn for 2-3 months, you realize that a lot of people are creating content on LinkedIn, right? It may be technical content, it may be motivational content, it may be just content related to even to personal branding, related to design, and many other things like that. So what happens is as you create content, you come in the eyes of people who are actually looking for people out for work, maybe for networking also, maybe creating their own communities also. As you gradually start creating content, okay, now comes another question, how to create content on LinkedIn. If you are a computer science student, if you will say, okay, fine, I'm a computer science student, I'll pick up 4 to 5 ideas, like, okay, I'm doing this, I made this code. And then what happened? Okay, fine, I made this code, I got these results, I'll share that with my audience. Now, okay, as you will go start on LinkedIn, not many people know you. The idea is first write about yourself. Okay, what I do this, I do that. First build some credibility on the profile. Like, okay, when suddenly people start recognizing you, then you can gradually start about, like, you write few posts about yourself, maybe a few bunch of motivational posts, and then come on to coding. Gradually you can move towards the technical side or any other side which you would like to explore or you would like to be known for. That will help you build a solid profile on LinkedIn. So that's about content gradually. So the other question which I have heard from most of the people, they say that, okay, I don't get time enough. I have enough assignments. I have an internship going on, a project going on, or other stuff. Maybe some people are freelancing also at this stage. So which is completely fine. You can start from like 3 days a week and gradually increase it to like 5 or 6 days. If you're doing that for 6 days, it's more than awesome. What happens is, as see, when you obviously when you will be posting, you'll be using hashtags also. So hashtags, what they do, they increase your reach of the post. And even if you don't use them, that is completely fine. The idea is to share as much as possible, even if it's not that great of a quality, but you should share. So that will increase your visibility, will come in the eyes of recruiters, CEOs also, and then you will start getting an edge. Till the time you are at my age, you'll have such a solid profile that I never know that maybe 10 of you might be the future CEOs. I really don't know about that, but yeah, I sorely wish that. So as you gradually build your profile, that will happen. And when it comes to creating content on LinkedIn, most of the people are again stuck with these things that, okay, what about grammar? What about if my post is not that great? So I would suggest is, okay, these are equally important. And coming from a content background myself, I would say, yes, these are equally important, but don't be shy. Start gradually. I know you'll make a lot of mistakes. I make a lot of mistakes till date. I read my post and suddenly I'm like, okay, I made this mistake again, that mistake again. But that is just fine. You start gradually, start writing in pointers, experiment with different kinds of content. So, like, you can start from text post, you can post image post, and then maybe a carousel also. Carousel is like a presentation. So people love, as you all must be active on Instagram also. So what happens is, like, carousel, what happens, suppose if I have to say that, okay, 5 things not to do for a personal brand, I can go and share that. All you need to do is, okay, read 2 3 lines of my post and then you can slide it. Okay, people love to read that, and that also builds your authority. Okay, people will be like, okay, this person, for example, Yash or Utkarsh is creating content on LinkedIn. They'll be like, okay, he has shared a carousel. Okay, he might have had something good to say. So they'll read that. They might leave a comment on your post also. So that's about it. Gradually, you can start with videos also if you're comfortable, and that will again increase your reach, and then you'll start building a great profile on that. Now, okay, coming to the point, like, how can you build more connections? Okay. Now, the thing is that when we start on LinkedIn, many people are running after followers. Like, okay, fine, let me increase my followers. There's a feature on LinkedIn called the creator mode. Whenever a person switches on the creator mode, they're automatically shown as a creator. They'll be creating content on any topic. Now, what happens? Your followers are highlighted as compared to your connections. Till the range you have 500 connections, they'll show 300 connections, 400 connections. After that, they'll be like 500 plus connections. Once you have switched on the creator mode, you will notice your followers will be highlighted. So what happens as we're starting out on LinkedIn, we are in the craze that, okay, I should have this many followers and like that. And then we start sending out connection requests blindly. That should not be the case, right? What you need to do is go to the search bar, see people, what are they doing, right? Maybe if you want to do an internship with a mechanical engineering company, you might have had a list of companies. You might be knowing that better than me, surely. just look at the people who are working there and try to connect with the people who are decision makers. Now, what do I mean by decision makers? See, a decision maker can be a manager also. A decision maker can be a chief marketing officer and a CEO or a chief technical officer also. So what you need to do is send them a connection request and don't send it just blindly. Just add a note. I am so and so. For example, if I need to send that, I'll say, okay, hey, hello, this is Supriya. I maybe read your post, or maybe if you read a post on LinkedIn, or maybe outside that. So you can say I read a post. Or the idea is to build a connection first, because see, these people already get a lot of messages. Why will they read your message? So the message needs to stand out for that. What you need to do is send them a message. Okay, I am this person. I am in this college. Send a note for a connection, and then I would like to learn more from you. This will kickstart your conversation. Once you have started your conversation, you can talk more with them, know more about their company, opportunities, and gradually build connections like that. Yeah, any doubts still here? Please let me know. Please feel free to cut me in between. Are you there?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Yeah, please go ahead. Please, Yogesh, go ahead. Hello.
Yes, Yogesh, you have raised your
I,
hand. You can unmute yourself and ask the question.
Am I audible? Yeah.
I think there must be some network issue. I will request everyone to please post the questions in the chat box so that
Yes.
Utkarsh can take it and
Hmm.
Supriya ma'am can actually resolve it. So, ma'am, I think we can continue the process, and by the time they will post everything in the chat box.
Yeah, please let me know if I'm going too fast. I'll slow down.
Sure, ma'am. Sure, ma'am.
Sure. Shall I address the questions later or now?
Ma'am, we can do the questions at the end
Let me
also.
know. Let me know.
It is
I'll
up to you,
follow the
ma'am. Yes,
procedure
ma'am.
accordingly. Sorry.
Yes, ma'am, we can continue. We can take the question at the end of the session.
Okay. 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 Sure. 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 Great.
Sure, ma'am.
Coming back to the connections, right? So you can follow this process for building more connections. You can add your colleagues who are studying with you, and you can even make a community of yours. Like I and one of my friends have been working on building a community to share knowledge, share more resources, and then you can gradually grow. The other thing that will get you visibility and even add more connections that people will approach you is by collaborating on posts. So what happens is, like for example, if I make a post like 5 tools for coding, okay. Now, if like Yash and Utkarsh are friends, what they can do is they can divide the list of tools. Yash can publish three and Utkarsh can publish the other two. So what will happen is that your audiences will exchange. Utkarsh's audience will get to know what Yash is doing, and Yash's audience will get to know what Utkarsh is doing. So both will come in limelight, and that ways both your strengths will be in front of the people. This ways, as you're creating knowledge, many other people will benefit also, and you will also benefit. And gradually, if you plan to open something of your own, or maybe even internships, or maybe do a freelance assignment to show it to the future employees that okay, I have worked with these people, that will be a great option for you. As you start slowly, like initially you'll need to send connection requests, like personalized connection requests. You get an option for that on LinkedIn. And as you grow in size, suppose like you get up to 500 connections, 600 connections, even more than that, and you're making, creating content, networking with people, commenting on other people's posts. Sorry, I missed out on that. Before that, like, okay, yeah, when you're creating content, it is all the more important to keep a track of people in your field and what are they posting and what kind of content are they creating, how are they networking with people. Another thing that comes, okay, why it is important to building a community, right? As you make a community, for example, you start with your own college, then you meet other college students, and then you meet other professionals also, maybe someone who has just joined a job, you connect with them and other people also. So gradually you will start connecting with more like-minded people. You will create a group, okay, they'll see your post. Now LinkedIn also has a bell notification just like Instagram. So like for example, if I go on one of your profiles and I click the bell, so whenever you post, I'll get a notification. I'll say, okay, maybe you have posted, let me check out the post. If I like the post, I'll drop a like or a comment. So as your visibility increases, you'll start getting more likes, comments, and people will start noticing you. What happens is like some of the times our posts go so well that people love that content and they send you a message also on LinkedIn even before connecting that they like your post and they will like to read more of your content. Okay, this was all about building connections. Okay, now coming to getting referrals. So what is that about getting referrals? So as you start your LinkedIn journey, you will need to set your agenda. What am I using LinkedIn for? If it's for internships, again, networking will play its part here. For example, if I know a person, okay, you are working on a project and I saw your project was great, you can always come and approach to me that Supriya, see, I made this project, you like that? Would you mind giving me a referral for that? Okay, I'll say okay. If I know a person, I'll say okay, Utkarsh did this job. What about how you can also contact him for this project? Maybe he'll do a great job there, right? Another way of getting referrals is to again build a community and see what people are doing. Then other things include that when people actually post jobs, internship offers, and project offers on LinkedIn, you can go reach out to those people. Even if you don't get selected in the first go, that is completely fine. You can stay connected with them, and as you talk to them, maybe you might get a referral. In this way, you start building a network. Another mistake which people do on LinkedIn is that, okay, find this that, okay, this lead means a person who approached you for an opportunity or you approach another person for an opportunity, right? Now what happens is if I don't materialize the deal and I somehow didn't get the project or the deal or the internship, I say, okay, this is of no use, let me just chuck it. But that's what the most common mistake is done. What we should do actually is make a list of those people and stay connected with them. Even if you don't get to work with them directly, they might refer you for other projects. And that ways you can build your journey and your skills and another things also with your personal branding journey. And trust me on this, when I say you can build a lot on your personal branding journey, it is not limited to your professional journey. As you start your journey, you'll also start growing as a person. You will develop more resilience, more perseverance. If you put yourself on a consistent schedule, you start noticing a change even in your studies. And why am I saying that? Because see, you will get to develop on 3 to 4 qualities. And what are those qualities? Those qualities are like, okay, once I'll get into a schedule that I need to post. Even if I'm not posting, I need to network with people. And even if I'm not doing that, I'll definitely need to read content of those people or see what others are doing in my field. Fourthly, people create posts, some people write blogs also, and then they also write newsletters. So when I read that information, as compared to the other information on the internet, there's a very big difference here. Anybody who's posting on LinkedIn, in like in a newsletter or any other thing, that is very organized information. That is also the purpose why we read books. See, everything is available on the internet. Some people also criticize college education that we don't want to go to a college because that's like a waste of time, but I don't agree with that. The only thing is that we get access to organized information in colleges, certification courses. Many people do that also. And on LinkedIn also, you get access to organized information, which is very good for building your skill set. So that happens as you gradually build that, you'll start getting referrals, start getting known, and then that will impact your career to a great level. And then maybe you can move to other platforms also. That's about getting referrals. Okay. Using LinkedIn for competitions and events. Okay. Coming to the part of using LinkedIn for competitions and events. Now it clearly depends what kind of a competition am I looking for and what kind of events I'm planning to hold. Since, as per my knowledge, if I want to conduct an event, only some people are allowed to conduct an event on LinkedIn if it needs to go live, right? Otherwise, you can create events, participate in them, send people requests, and they would like to participate in that event, and they'll participate. As far as competitions are concerned, competitions are just like in real life. They are meant to what? They're meant to increase participation. They're meant to inculcate that spirit of sportsmanship. So you can create competitions, but what will be the result of the competition? You can conduct a giveaway for for a product, or maybe give a subscription for that product, or any other thing. Maybe you can give away books, or maybe another resources also. So for that, you will need to plan a lot. You will need to be very clear with what is the objective behind this competition, and address this fact that what is my audience going to get, right? So whenever you are doing anything on LinkedIn, remember this thing: what is my audience going to get out of it? Even if it's your personal brand, I share my personal opinion, which is fine, but what is the value I'm creating for other people? What are they getting out of that? Keep this thing in mind, and you can create competitions for anyone. It can attract many people, like your fellow peers also, other people also, and then see what you can give out that will nail your competition on LinkedIn. It can be on a coding project. So for example, you can for just I'll give you an example. See, for example, if I need to change my banner on LinkedIn, just like Yogesh said, banner comes right behind our photo. It's a, I don't know the exact dimension for that, but it's a rectangular banner that defines that what am I up to on this platform, if I say that in simple language, and what exactly I do, right? That defines, the banner defines that. Similarly, coming to the competition, you will need to first clear out your objective, clear out that objective, plan your giveaway, what are you planning to do, and then you can create a competition accordingly. The process is very simple. You can start with a teaser post. A teaser post is to just to build awareness. Okay, this is what I'm up to. This is, I'm planning a competition. Say I need to create a banner. The best person who creates that will get maybe an ebook of mine, or I'll share some resources which that can be beneficial to other people, right? So we can make a competition on that. So for example, if you get a submission of say 10 banners, you can choose one, you can place that on your profile, and maybe give a shout out to that person. Shout out in the form of a post. Like, okay, Yash created a post for Utkarsh. Utkarsh can tag Yash in the post and say, okay, I held a competition. Yash made the best of post. He is great at designing. So maybe you could consider him as a designer, and he can do this great work. That will benefit Yash, because Yash's or Utkarsh's audience will come on Yash's page and see that, okay, this is the person did that, and then maybe he can get more opportunities for that. So this is how competition and events can help you. They will help you boost your visibility, get I would say good numbers in front of your target audience, and other things as well. Yeah, that's about it. Let me know if I've missed out on anything, or you would like to know something else. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Sorry,
Yes, ma'am.
I cannot hear you. Can you please be a bit louder?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, I guess someone asked a question. Can you please be a bit louder?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, Yogesh Shivan raised a question. It
Yes,
was
yes.
about
Yeah.
what's a banner? Is
Yeah.
it
Am I
the
allowed to
LinkedIn
share
cover
my screen?
photo?
I can share you what's a banner right away. I'll open my LinkedIn profile and show you.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Just a second. Is my screen visible? Hello, is my screen visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so this is your profile photo. I'll just show some other things also. Just a second. I don't know why it is not going. Yeah. This thing is called the banner. I'll just refresh it once more. Okay, yeah. Is it visible now?
Yes, ma'am, it's completely visible.
Okay, great. Yeah. This thing is called the banner. It defines what you do. So what I have written is building brands that shine and stand the test of time, and here is my contact email. Why have I mentioned my contact email is that if anyone wants to contact me directly and not message me on LinkedIn, they can directly approach me via mail. And as far as the credibility is concerned, I can always check that on LinkedIn or other profiles also. Yeah. Let me know if you want me to show other sections of my profile also. I can go about that. Let me know on that. Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, someone is asking, what are the mistakes people usually do in asking referrals?
What are the mistakes people do in?
Asking for referrals.
Okay. Okay. What they do, mistake they people do in asking for referrals is that either they ask too fast or they ask it for like too early. For example, I worked on a project with Yash. The project is not complete. Yash has found 1,000 mistakes in my project. And then I say, okay, Yash, will you be very kind to give me a referral? Yash will be like, why should I give you a referral? You have made so many mistakes in the project. And then you're like, why should I give you a referral? You first spoil my work. Okay, now that's not the right thing to do. What you want to do is first build credibility with the person. Even if I made mistakes on my project, which is completely fine, or any one person who makes mistakes is fine. As long as you're willing to sort that out, if you sorted out that those mistakes in the given amount of time, that is fine. Sort that, build a solid relation with that person, and then ask for referrals. And maybe in a fun manner. The person should not come, should not be caught off guard. Okay, why is she asking me for a referral? Let him know beforehand. Okay, I have worked on this project, and I would also like to extend this relation. Maybe work with other people. This is one of the common mistakes. The other mistakes people do is they work on many projects and then suddenly they realize why haven't you referred me? And the other person may or might not have leads at that given point of time. So even if they give your name, they'll be like, okay, I will give you a project or maybe not. So that happens. So the idea is not to be too slow or too fast. The other thing is to have a polite tone while asking that. The third thing is you need to show enthusiasm towards your work and get your mistakes correct. Everyone makes them. Don't get personal about that. Sort that and you are ready to go. No one is like that okay, fine, I will not give you a second chance, right? Just keep up the flow, keep up the good work, and that will be sorted. Yes.
Okay.
Another question is,
Next
ma'am,
question is,
sorry.
next question. Should we have a good number of followers to get some referrals? मतलब, do we need more followers to get referrals?
Can you, okay, is this a question in the chat? Are you saying that? Hello?
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am. Actually, when we rolled out the registration form, that time these were a few queries that they are
Great, great.
asking.
Yes, I'll just answer them. Ma'am, I have 1100 plus followers on my LinkedIn, but whenever I post any poster, it does not gain likes, reach. How can we maximize our reach in this case? Okay, this is a very good question. Having even 50,000 followers is not a guarantee that your post will get likes, reach, or how can we maximize our reach? Reach in this case is a number of views your post get. Like for example, if I might get 5,000 views on my post, maybe 1 lakh views on my post, but I might have like 200 likes and maybe 100 comments on that. Okay, so the solution to this is maybe the person has not identified their audience as yet, right? Firstly, if I've started posting on LinkedIn, even when I started 6 months back, the first thing I did was to make a group of like-minded people or even my friends and ask them to post that, ask them to post comments on that. Okay, what happens when you post some content on LinkedIn? Say, suppose I posted it on 10 a.m. in the morning, right? If my post gets a good amount of likes and comments in the first hour, that is till 11 a.m., there is a chance that my post will be shown to a greater amount of audience. That is known as a LinkedIn algorithm. Most social media platforms functions on this algorithm only. And the other thing which you will need to do is to get more likes and more comments on your post to engage on other people's posts. See, it's a give and take relation on social media, just like in real life. Many people take this as, okay, you scratch my back, I scratch your back. I'm really sorry, it doesn't work like that. It's a give and take situation, right? If I will not connect on your post, you will also not come on my post and to say it's very good, or even if it's bad, right? I need to be first engaged with other people, maybe comment on, like, you can start off with like commenting on 20 posts which come in your feed. You open your LinkedIn, your profile doesn't open automatically, your feed comes, okay, this person has created this content, this company created that content. Yes, you'll open a profile and see, okay, Utkarsh has posted that, he might like that, he might, okay, go leave a like a comment, okay, like say bravo, very amazing content, right? Similarly, when Utkarsh might go to Yash's profile, he will say, okay, okay, he also posted on my profile. I will also drop a like and comment. Like this, you can build a relation. But first, if you are just starting out, I would say ask your friends, colleagues to comment and like in the first hour. Gradually, as you move on, you other people will also start noticing you, and you will not need to do that. If you continue, which is absolutely fine, I continue till this date. Also, I have a group and people love to engage on each other's content. So we have built a community of people who bring value to each other by their talks, by their conversations, and by LinkedIn posts also. So you can start that way. And gradually, as you create content which is more relatable to people, you will start getting likes and comments. And I'm not saying that you start posting memes. Create content which is relevant to people. For example, Yash might not like to know what happened in 1850s, right? Utkarsh might like to know what happened, right? If I target Utkarsh, maybe Utkarsh will drop a like or comment. Yash might be more interested in what happened with Elon Musk, right? He might come and say, okay, okay, this is my kind of post, or maybe I would like to become like that. So he might come, okay, fine, I'll do that. So identify your audience and then create content that solves their pain points. For example, if I want freelancers, for example, I created a course on how to start freelancing, right? And if I start posting content, okay, how to get like $100,000 in 2 months. Some people will come, they'll say, okay, which is fine. A person whose experience will might be related to it. A person who's starting early will say, how can I do that? This is not possible. They'll create an image in the mind, okay, that I don't post realistic content, right? They'll be like, this is totally sham. So maybe I can start a post, okay, these were the mistakes I made when I started freelancing, and I would request you not to make that. Maybe a person like that will relate to it, and then maybe even buy my course, right? Because they find that relatable. So we can proceed like that, and gradually you start getting all the likes, comments, and even shares. So that will not be a case. All you need to do is put 1.5 to 2 months, and that will be sorted. Okay. The question is, should I add everyone on LinkedIn? Oh, the answer is clearly no. Why? The answer is no, because see, everyone is not my target audience, and what I'll do, even if you become a very solid creator like that, later on in stage, maybe like 3 months, 4 months, or maybe 1 year, you will regret that later. For example, your post reach will go very down, and there is no guarantee the person that you have added will benefit you in any matter, be it a normal interaction, be it networking, be it getting a job, or maybe even liking your content or sharing that. So that is a big no. You should not add everyone on. Okay. LinkedIn. Should we keep a formal profile since it's a professional picture? Okay, no. A bit of formal and informal is good. I would not suggest posting a beach picture on LinkedIn, which is a big no. But you can have always have a picture you maybe with a clear background, but yeah, with a good smile, and not be serious like you are giving an exam. Don't do that. Just keep it casual, but not too casual. The idea is to, okay, as I mentioned many times, the idea is to let your personality shine. Don't let it go down the drain, but don't be too chill also. Okay, I'll go down. Manisha, okay, ma'am, if I've worked on some project before, do I need to post those projects as well, or do I need to post the most recently? Okay, Manisha, so whatever you have done, you need to add that on LinkedIn, because people actually want to see you what you have done before. And if you're working on a project, please share that as well. You never know, you might land a good contract, an internship, even a job opportunity, or any other thing also. That might be life changing. So make your LinkedIn profile very comprehensive. Even if you won a debate in your school, please mention that too, because you never know when you get an opportunity. I hope that answers your question. Ma'am, based on your experience, what are some of the mistakes we should refrain ourselves from doing as a beginner? Okay. The first mistake is adding people blindly on LinkedIn. Second is not having a profile picture and not having a clear objective why you are on LinkedIn. Even if you have like 10 things going out in your mind on LinkedIn, sit on a weekend or whenever you get time, start on that list. Okay, if I have written 5 objectives, answer 5 whys. Okay, what after that? What after this? Okay, if I start painting, then what? You will gradually come to a point where you will have 2 to 3 objectives and then maybe one also. Have that very clear. Third mistake is we don't fill out our profiles completely. Either we leave out on the banner, either we leave out of the profile picture. We don't fill the about us, we just fill it like, okay, I'll add 2 3 lines. I am great at coding, I leave it at that. No, that's not the thing. You need to make it comprehensive. So like if I go on Utkarsh's profile, I should know, after reading the profile, I should know, okay, I should know his exact journey. This is where Utkarsh was and here is he now. So I can make out a clear sense. Now why am I saying that is people relate with stories. I will say, okay, this happened. You will be like, what? You cannot even relate with that. That needs to a story, a connect should be there. The other thing is, for example, if I have some skills, for example, if I'm good at writing, creative writing, or maybe personal branding, I can ask my friends to endorse me for that. Now, why endorsements? First of all, if you have many endorsements from people who are in your field or maybe not in your field also, right? It will show you, portray you as an expert gradually. People will say, okay, this person has an endorsement, I might talk to this person. Or maybe even if you go out in random and endorse a person, that will open out a networking opportunity for you. Maybe they'll talk to you, you get to know a thing or two, you can exchange a list of courses, maybe some material you have shared, they can also share. That will add to your value quotient. So not getting endorsements is also one of the things. Then again, it's about recommendations, right? What people think is that recommendations part is only for professional people. I will say no, it's not like that. Even if you worked on a project, share that. Just ask your mentor to give you a recommendation. That will again boost your profile. People will come and see, okay, fine. And what happens is, for example, if I'll say I continue going bragging around in public that, okay, I am a personal branding expert, I'm a personal branding expert, people will not believe me. But if some other person says, no, okay, Supriya did that kind of work, you'll quickly believe that. Because 10 other people are saying, you will think, okay, fine, yeah, this person might be good. That's why it is again very important to get recommendations and also return the favor. These are some of the common mistakes. And then what people do, the third mistake which people do is they start creating content on LinkedIn. Then they go on a sudden break without announcing that I am going on a break. And then they come and complain, okay, I am not getting profile views, I am not getting good projects, I'm not getting good internships. I beg to differ, you will not get that. Ghosting is never a solution. I can totally understand that social media overwhelm is very real. People get tied up with too many things. You have projects going on. You have to take care of your responsibility if you are out of your home and do tons of other things. You have like internals, vivas, and other things also. But make it a point. Either what you can do is whenever you get time, you can create a series of like 10 to 12 posts, 5 to 6 posts, or maybe even jot down ideas for that so that a consistency can be maintained. These are just some of the mistakes which people make. Okay. I'll move on to the next question. Okay. हाँ ठीक है. I have 500 plus followers on my LinkedIn profile, but whenever I post any poll, it does not get. Again, the answer I answered this back. The idea is to first build your audience because anyone who's starting out on LinkedIn will face this issue. If you have not, if not many people know you, will face this question. Idea is to get your post boosted by your friends, colleagues, or anyone else, and then gradually create content. Like within 2 3 months, people will start recognizing you. The idea is not to be in haste, but to be extremely patient. I will not lie. I started my journey on September 20th, right? And I have got a good number of leads, a good number of projects, and followers. You all know for that, right? The idea is to be super consistent, but not to the point that it ruins your mental health. Find your own balance. And I would also say it is very alluring to see those likes and comments, but don't run after that. Just focus on creating value, making people smile, or empowering them, right? What the three kinds of posts you can make is either you can educate people at your level, you can motivate them, or maybe engage or make them laugh, right? That will do the case. Ma'am, we have different sections in LinkedIn profile. Which section attract most to other like experience bio? Okay. Every section is equally important, but it is more the most important. The first thing anyone sees is your banner, your headline, and your about us. Right? Make sure they shine out like anything, because experience section, not most of the people will not go and read your experience section. And the fourth section is again your endorsements. Whatever you are best at, it can be writing, public speaking, anything, make sure you get endorsements on that. And that should be the truth, and that should not be sham. It should not be like if I'm not good at copywriting, I cannot, I might go and ask my friend for an endorsement, she'll give that, right? But that's not the truth, people will come to know. Pick out your strengths and get maximum endorsements on that, and be very genuine. Ma'am, what kind of post should we share on our food belonging to a working background only? Again, Prachi, see, this is a personal brand and not a brand, right? That's why we call it we have added the word personal. See, it's about making your personality shine. See, for example, if I say I post like 6 times a week, I can totally post. For example, I went out on an outing with my friends, spend a great time with my family. I can share that also. People will relate to you because we are not robots. We are not robots that we are churning out educational content like anything. People will eventually get bored. Everyone loves variety. We cannot be eating dal chawal every day, or we cannot be eating chole bhature also every day, right? So we should create a mix of that, share that on our feed, and it is not necessary that it should be related to your background only. If you are looking for leads or for a job, strike a balance. 50% can be that and 50% can be other post. We can work out like that, and that should do good. Okay. Ma'am, many people suggest we should not write skills and all about it about section and not keep it hold on. Where does it go? Just a second. I'm going down. Sorry, just a second. I'm going down. Because there's already separate section for that. But some suggest we should write everything about so we can. Okay. The idea behind long and short is that what happens is that many people, they don't realize where to stop in long form content. They just drag it like anything, and I completely understand that can be an issue. So whenever you're writing about us, what you can do is break it into bullet points. Even if you go and read blogs for your study or any other purpose, right? Make sure you write it in pointer. The paragraph should not be more than 3 lines. Write a 3-line paragraph, use emojis also, write pointers. Then there's seldom a person who will complain that your bio is long, and keep it very engaging. It should not be like I was in first standard, cut to the chase, I reached college. It should not be like that. It should, okay, I was in first standard, I did this, did that, then maybe reach my second standard. Make it like a story and write all about whatever you want to write in that, but just don't make it boring. Then rest everything will be sorted. And adding information is again your forte, because I'm not at your place. You will know what is the best information to add. Ma'am, shall we include hashtags in LinkedIn post? Okay, just a second. Does this maximize our reach? Yes, this does maximize your reach. You should use you can use a maximum of 5 hashtags on the post. Using many will also harm your reach, because what will happen is, for example, if I'm writing a post on personal branding, I can use the hashtag. What happens is, hashtag is basically, for example, there's a topic called social media. People who are interested in social media would like to follow the social media hashtag. What will happen is your post will reach out to those people. Whenever a person is following social media hashtag, your post will suddenly your post will appear there, right? So they might come, okay, read your post, like your post, comment on your post. But what happens is, if I also use a hashtag called sales, business, or maybe coding, now what will happen is, the algorithm will get confused where to place your post, right? And that will also drop your reach. And then the algorithm will not able to fix out that, okay, what kind of content you create on LinkedIn. So That is one thing. Use hashtags, but they should be related to your industry and they should have a high reach. For example, if a hashtag social media has like say 10,000 followers and the other thing social media writing has 12 followers only, which hashtag should we use, right? How often do cold DM works on LinkedIn? Okay. When it comes to cold DM on LinkedIn, again, this is a very hit and trial method. I'll be very honest. If you send 100 DMs, maybe 10 people will respond on that. The other 90 might also respond. They may, or they might not align with you, right? Now, what happens is out of those 10 people, only maybe 3 people are interested in whatever you have to say. They'll talk to you. Some people just want to have a chat on LinkedIn. They might not have any wrong purpose on that, but they just want to have a talk. That's it. Out of those people, maybe even one person would like to talk, but that should not stop you from cold DMs, because this figure will gradually increase. Because as you start with cold DMs, you'll learn the tricks of how people behave. It's more about psychology and less about the numbers. Like if you learn to play the psychology of people, if I can address whatever they want with my words, I am sorted. They will not negotiate with me for price or any other thing, and I have the chance to build a very long term relationship with that person. Ma'am, I am a fresher. Okay, I do not have much of projects, internships. Just a second. And do not have much of what to write in the description part to attract technical audience. Okay, I completely understand that you're a fresher, you don't have any project internships in your hand, which is completely fine. To attract a technical audience, what you can do is you can write that you are looking for these projects. You can mention your skills. For example, if I'm good in coding, doesn't mean I'll have 10 projects right now, which is completely fine. I might have applied on multiple sites. Just describe whatever you have done till date. A person who's interested in giving an internship might look at your description and then okay, maybe realize that okay, this is a good opportunity to connect with that person, and then go ahead with that. You can also create posts on whatever you would like. Whatever is your photo, you can create posts on that. That will also boost your visibility, because at end of the day, I want to see what you can do for me, right? If I can see your expertise, whether in form of words, videos, carousels, or maybe even a conversation with you, I'm more likely to interact with you rather than you coming and telling me I need an internship. Okay, anyone would not listen. But if you can address the why should I hire you, or why should I work with you, or what you can bring, not even me, even like hundreds of people might be willing to work with you. Hold on, just a second. I'm just going up. I don't know this. Okay. Ma'am, if we comment on posts like Tata Mahindra, so can we help to increase the followers and connection? Okay, this is a very good question. Are you talking, if you're talking about the LinkedIn pages, like there are two types of LinkedIn profiles. There are business profiles, and then there is a personal profile. So what happens is with business pages is that they, whatever, however great you are a content creator, whatever great you have done as a strategist, a personal profile will increase 40% more than a company page. Because see, there is a very common quote that people are becoming more like brands and brands are becoming more human, right? You might have seen the Zomato notification which comes in your phone, or Swiggy notification, like they'll ask simple questions like khana kha liya, and that adds a human touch to that. So if you're asking on commenting on their company page, the chances are less. But if you're planning on posting comments on people who work in Tata, Mahindra, and maybe the key decision makers, that can help you. That might help you increase your followers, but they will definitely increase your reach. Your post will go to people who are more interested in those domain, and then that can help you. So for that, I told you before also, what you can do is go on their profile, the person you want to follow, and just click the bell notification. For example, you check your LinkedIn, say I'll say 3 hours, right? Every 3 hours you check your LinkedIn profile, you will see the notification. It's also possible if you have made the first comment, right? people will more likely go and check out your profile also. So that might increase your connections and your visibility as well. Followers will grow gradually. Please don't sweat about that. After a certain point of time, gradually, if you're creating content, being active on the platform, you will notice that 50 to 100 followers, maybe 200 followers increase per day. That should not be an issue. Trust me on that. Okay, I'll go down. Okay, Srishti says, if possible, can you please review my profile? And sure. Would you like me to do it right now? Okay, yeah, I'll just do that. I'm opening Srishti's profile. Just a second. Srishti, is your profile open or shall I share it on my screen if you're comfortable? Let me know in the chat box, please.
Yes, ma'am. Whatever suits you. It is
Are you
open. My end
comfortable?
also,
That I
but
open
we
your
can
I
screen
share
share
your
it
screen?
as
I
well.
share my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you so much. Just a second. Let me know if the screen is visible. Yeah. Yeah, can I go ahead?
Yes, ma'am. It's visible.
Hello? Yeah. Okay, so the first thing I would suggest, Srishti, is your profile picture is apt. It's very apt. You have a smiling face, is very good. The second thing, with your banner, I would say it is very crowded. Don't take me wrong for that. Make it very short and crisp. I read software,
Okay, ma'am.
system, visualization, design. It is not giving me a clear picture of what you do. So coming from a science background myself, I can say, okay, you are into coding and other stuff. Not many people will go and read everything deeply, right? If we can fix that, that will be
Okay.
great.
Yes.
Okay, I read here. Okay,
Okay, ma'am.
your headline is data science enthusiast, vice president at Edu Minerva BOCU, software developer Java. Okay, maybe you can add one or more things which okay, this is what you do professionally. Maybe okay, for example, you're a very humorous person. You can add that also. Maybe you're great at analyzing things. Just add that also, just to add a human element to your headline, right?
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great. Okay, this is your activity section. So this shows me Srishti Junjunara reshared a post, right? Okay. Now what happens in the activity section when people sometimes come, you have reshared a post which is very nice. I'm very proud that you uh, actually go and reshare other people's posts. Not many people do that, right? That helps them get visibility. What I would suggest here is whenever any person opens your activity feed, maybe you can comment on other people's posts also. That will give a good impression that okay, you are active on LinkedIn,
Okay.
right? And the other
Okay,
thing
ma'am.
is like, okay,
Yes, ma'am.
I'll open the activity section, whatever it shows, I'll just see. Okay, coming to Srishti's activities. All activity section is the one that shows, okay, if Srishti has commented on a profile, she has reshared a post or liked a post, right? Three things, resharing, liking, and commenting. The second part is articles. If Srishti, for example, worked on a project and she decided to share her experiences in a long manner because she was planning to make a post out of it or maybe another thing, but she tried to write a blog on that. If she writes a blog, that will come in this section. If you're at the starting out with personal branding, I would not suggest writing blogs, but if you have like 5 6 months, then you can solely write a blog. It will come. That will also help you rank better on Google. Post is again the LinkedIn post, right? If you have not posted, maybe you can consider start posting as per your schedule allows, right? When it comes to documents, if you loaded
Okay.
PDFs like carousels or any other document, they will come here, right? That's it. I'll come back to your profile. Just a second. Sorry, sister, just a second, Supri. That was about your activity feed again. Okay, we'll come down to your about section. See, self-directed computer science engineer. Okay, okay, okay. See, now what happens is it's very crisp, which is nice. What you need to do is break it into lines, because not many people, a person, first of all, a person who's not into reading will not like to read such long paragraphs. You can break it down like 2-line paragraph, 3-line paragraph, and then put some bullets, and then make a more comprehensive about us. So like there are tools also like resumeworded.com that can also help you rank your LinkedIn profile. See, I can tell you some things, they'll also tell you some other things, like okay, they'll score your profile out of 100. A good score is 90 plus, or maybe even 85 plus is very good. So first, the second thing which I would like to tell you is expand your about us and make it more realistic. This is sounding very formal.
Okay.
Shall I go ahead?
Yes, 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 ma'am.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, now your experience coming to okay, vice head of content and documentation, then vice president. The other thing which I would suggest is okay, what was your role as a vice president? What will you actually do? My vision of a vice president will be very different from yours, right? So I need to know what exactly do you
Yes,
do as a vice president there, and what was your role as a content and documentation head also. The other thing is to fill out this section
okay.
properly. Like what all did you do, if there were any challenges you faced, or any, and how did you try to overcome them. That should give a clear picture of experiences. Like whenever we go for an interview also, we say na, okay, I did this project, this was a challenge, I overcome it with some technical skills and some human skills. That should be clearly be portrayed in this section. And same goes for the other experience sections.
Okay, ma'am.
Education is fine,
Yes.
okay, volunteering is fine, that's great that you've added volunteering, 2 marks for that. Licenses and certifications is also fine. If you win any awards, you can also write that. There's a section for that on LinkedIn. Skills is fine. Just get endorsements on that. That will do the trick, I guess. Recommendations also, you have great publications. Wow,
Okay.
I'm so happy. That's great. Courses also, wow, that's perfect. The below section is perfect.
Thank you.
That's great.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, so you just need to work on your about us activity section headline and the banner. Rest all sounds perfect to me. It's
Okay,
actually
ma'am.
very
Got it.
nice. I'll come
Thank you
down
so
to
much, ma'am.
most welcome. First, just let me know. Let me. Prachi says Dev, right? I'll come. Wait, hold on. Sure, so Prachi, I'll just open your profile. Please let me know whenever it's visible.
Yeah, it is visible.
It's visible. Prachi, please let
Yes,
me
it
know
is
if
visible.
I added a banner or is my net faulty.
No, ma'am, there is no banner.
Okay, the first thing is please add a banner, right? Things that
Sure.
let me know 3 to maximum 10 words at whatever you do, right? SD Internet CK5 Vice President Admin. Okay, just expand your headline. I'm currently a student. Okay. Okay, the good thing is that okay, you have added your education clearly, your interest clearly, but make it more personalized, right?
Okay,
Okay,
ma'am.
great, great, great. I see some featured posts here. Great, you have added your resume, your certification also. That's a great thing that you've done, that you've added some content, which is a great thing. Okay, activities is thing is fine. You have commented on post. Okay, the last comment which I see is 2 weeks old. I would suggest please be more active on LinkedIn. If even if you can take out 10 to 15 minutes to comment every day, that should do the trick. Not more than that.
Okay,
Coming to
ma'am.
the experience section again. Okay, please explain that as I said for the previous profile also, because I would people would love to know like what were you doing exactly. right? Oh, great, you have added a certificate here, which is nice. Yeah, that's nice. Education is fine, license and certifications, right? Great. That solves the purpose. That's it. A bit more of commenting, explaining the experience section, expanding the about us, headline, and the banner. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Thanks a lot.
Most welcome. I'll go down. Please review my profile. Okay, sure. I'll do that. Okay, Utkarsh, okay, you have not added the banner if I'm not wrong.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, please add a banner. I see you have added the. Okay, you have. Okay, great. Creator mode is on. Okay, for your profile picture, I would say your picture is formal, but the background is not very apt. So I would request you to have it with a clear background. The color doesn't matter.
Okay.
It should be plain.
Okay, sure, madam.
Great. Activity, okay, I see only a post here. So maybe be more active, reshare, comment, like,
Yes, ma'am.
about, okay, expand that, please. Currently person. One more thing. This is, sorry for putting in a grammar rule here. Never write in capitals. It comes off as someone is shouting. I know you are not doing that, but please write it in like BTech CSC 24 is fine. Like tech ka TECH hona chahiye chota, right? Exploring new things, E, N, and T is fine capital, not the other things. Okay. Education, again, expand whatever you are learning, and diploma, and again here, what were your learnings? Please expand that. Skill set is fine. Please get endorsements for that. I don't see that here. Companies, okay. If you have earned any certification, any courses, any licenses you have, please mention here. Even if you won a debate in school, add that in honors and award section.
Okay.
That's fine. That's it. Yeah. I'll come back just a second. Yeah. Okay. Manisha has, okay, said that. Okay, fine. Okay. Yeah. I guess that's the last profile if I'm not wrong. Yeah. I'll just have a check. Let me know when the screen is visible. Okay. Okay, Manisha. Okay, the banner is very jarring. Jarring means it's too loud. I'm not against your color choice, but it's really hitting the eye. And you write Manisha, EC undergraduate, data science enthusiasm. Either it should be data science enthusiast, right? So please fix that. And what, okay, again, as I said, please mention in the banner what are you looking for in the platform, or whatever you do, please write that. Okay. Front
Okay,
end
ma'am.
developer, Django campus superhero. Okay, whenever you start a headline, right, आपने एक section break किया तो campus को C में capital करिए उसको. We can add a more human element to that, please. Creator mode on, which is great. Featured posts, great. Certificates are there. Coding. Oh wow, coding screenshot is also there, right? Activity feeds look great, great, great. You have commented one day back. That's great. Yeah. Coming to the about section, right? Okay. See what what Manisha has done is one thing which she has done is that nice that she has broken her paragraphs, but just give more white space. Like, let me know which paper would you like to read, which is full of like it has long paragraphs and then full of information, or some which breaks information, right? I see some emoticons have also been used, which is great. Just give more white space to it. I guess the information looks fine. You've given contact information also. Yeah, that's great. Yeah. Again, please expand your experience section. Education is fine. Volunteering you have done. That's great. Licenses added. Oh wow, LinkedIn courses you have also done, which is great. By the way, I forgot to tell you, please, you can also try out LinkedIn courses. Many of them are free. And if you don't want to purchase LinkedIn Premium, that is also fine. You can just try it out for free for 1 month and add certificates. Recommendations. Okay, please get some recommendations. I see that you've worked on many projects, right? Maybe for these only.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Languages is fine. Interest is fine. If any honors and awards, please add that. Yeah. Ma'am, LinkedIn showing a notification. Okay, okay, okay. Harsh, yeah, you can always make a cover video if you would like to. Just make it very crisp and short. If you can explain yourself in 30 seconds, whatever you do, that is fine. Otherwise, it's also fine not to make it. It's completely your choice. Yeah, please let me know if there are any other questions. I would love to answer them. I hope I didn't bore you all with this lecture.
No, ma'am, definitely not. It was quite and much more informative. I didn't expect it to get so much more knowledge to it.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, someone has sent me a LinkedIn profile. Okay, great. I'll just check that. Vasudev Pant. Okay. Is there a way to fix the scroller? Like it goes up and just a second. Can you please ping the profile link? I guess Vasudev Pant's profile link in the chat box again, please.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, just a second.
Please call me Supriya. I'm not ma'am. Yeah, I got his profile. Just a second. I'll copy that. Okay. Vasudev Pant, right? Okay, please add a banner. My favorite word, add a banner. Community leads at okay. Department head and that's great. R&D front end developer. That's great. Okay, please add a more human element to that. Maybe something which that reflects your nature, just like your smile is telling in your profile picture. About enthusiastic learner. Again, please expand your about section. An activity. I don't know any problem with LinkedIn or not. Please don't make it look 3 weeks back. 1 day or even an hour's gap is fine with that. Experience section. Okay, you have quite an extensive experience. Please explain what all you did, because again our perspectives vary, right? Education is fine, skills is fine. Please get more endorsements. 1 and 2 is not a good number when it comes to skills, right? We are not trying to top here, but the more the better. Languages, okay. French, okay. Please add other languages also. Okay, again, the licenses and certifications section, honors and awards. If any volunteering has been done, projects, please add that. That will boost your profile. That's it. Nothing else for your profile. It's fine.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Most welcome. Great. So yeah, let me know how to go further. Yeah. Please let me know if you have any other doubts. I would answer them in chat or like how I feel like.
I guess we are done with the question answer round, ma'am. Maybe Utkarsh and Yashovardhan, you can wrap up the session.
Yes,
Okay,
definitely.
Okay,
great.
sure.
Utkarsh, if you may.
Yes. With this, we come to the end of the webinar. Thank you, Supriya ma'am, for having a wonderful session. The session helped us gain a lot of information and helped us understand the concepts of personal branding and LinkedIn so well. The Q&A round was amazing. We can see the enthusiasm of the attendees. So thank you for getting all the doubts and queries answered. We also thank HOD ma'am, Jolly ma'am, and Yogananda ma'am for gracing us with their presence. Thank you for being there and supporting us throughout.
We would also like to thank all our attendees who have joined today. Thank you everyone for being such a great audience. Before leaving, a kind reminder to fill out the attendance form and also to fill the feedback form. I will just put it up in the comment box, and I hope to all see you again. Till then, I Yashovardhan
And I, Utkarsh.
will sign off for the day. Stay safe and keep learning. To attend more such insightful events and workshops, you can also follow us on social media handles on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn. We are everywhere. And the links for each will be given to you in a short time. Thank you, everyone. And
Thank you
please
so much.
do fill the feedback form. Yes, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much
Thank you,
for
ma'am.
making
Thank
the
you so
effort.
much,
Thank you
ma'am.
so much. It was great meeting you all.
Thank you,
Thank you,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Nice
Thank you,
Supriya.
ma'am.
Okay.